Let's do a review of the quiz for the theory of production. Question 1, the relationship between the factors of production and the output of goods and services. So this relates overall to the theory of production, in that when you have some type of variable input, somehow or another it's going to affect output or production in some particular way. And so that's what we're looking at overall, as a theory of production. Question 2. Rule stating that in the short run, outputs will change as one input is varied while the others are held constant. I can see that there's some changes I need to make to that question there. We got some grammatical errors in there. Anyway, this rule is the law of variable proportions, meaning that as we increase, in this case, the variable that we're changing is the number of workers, and that's the only one that we're changing, is that in the short run, which generally we're talking about a period of 1 year or less, or a period of time where only one variable can be changed. In this case, one of the easiest variables to change within any organization is the number of people you have working there. So what that relationship is, or what that rule is, the law of variable proportions, which results in these different stages of or regions of production. Question 3, a graphic portrayal showing how a change in the amount of a single variable input, in this case the number of workers, inputs, those variable inputs affects total outputs. And that is this thing here, right here, the production schedule, the production function. And the actual graphic of that is what you created in your assignment. I don't have one here, but that was the graph showing those changes. And so it was graphing the number of workers and the total product, and we call that a production function. And this is the production schedule. Question 4, stages of production. So these are the different phases of production, stage 1, 2, and 3, based on marginal product, increasing marginal product, decreasing marginal product, negative marginal product. Stages of production. Marginal product. In other words, how do we calculate the marginal product here? Well, it's based on total product, which is based on number of workers. And so when we increase from, for example, from 1 worker to 2 workers, our total output, total product, went from 7 to 20. 20 minus 7 equals 13. So the marginal increase when we added 1 more worker is 13. Marginal product. The long run. Long run is a period of time where more than one variable can be changed. And generally in business, maybe we're talking about a time period longer than 1 year where you can go through and make lots of changes. In the short run, it's easy to hire and fire people. In the long run, building new factories, obtaining land, working with local governments, all of these things take a lot of time. And so it's a lot harder to make changes in the short run. And so we call that period of time as long run, where you can change lots of the variables. Diminishing returns. Which stage of production is that? Diminishing returns right here in stage 2. Stage 2. Raw materials. These are resources that have not yet been finished. So if we pull hay out of a field or potatoes and we just take it and bale it or put them in a box, nothing's been done to them. Those are raw materials. At some point, those potatoes, for example, might be sent to a factory and converted to French fries or tater tots. That's a different deal. Tater tots are not raw materials, but the potatoes are. Increasing returns. Okay, so this is referring to some stage of production here. Marginal product increases with each additional input, or in this case, workers. And of course, that was stage 1, increasing returns or increasing marginal product. Question 10. Stage 3, marginal product becomes negative. There it is right there. So that's a quick review of the theory of production for Unit 3-2.